everybody, welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm here to read you another story. And I've got a book about a book, about a book, about a book, about a book. So many books in this one book. And it's called Charlie Cook's Favorite Book. Charlie Cook's favorite book. This is Charlie. He loves to read. He loves to cozy in his chair and read a good book. But what's the book about? It's about a book inside a book inside a book. Because everybody in this book loves books. And we need to get into this book and find out what is Charlie Cook's favorite book. Are you ready to get into this book about a book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up because here we go. Charlie Cook's Favorite Book, written by Julia Donaldson, illustrated by Axel Scheffler. Once upon a time, there was a boy called Charlie Cook who curled up in a cozy chair and read his favorite book. Ooh, look at Charlie. He's going to read a book. He looks very comfortable. His favorite book about a leaky pirate ship that very nearly sank, and a pirate chief who got the blame and had to walk the plank. The chief swam to an island and went digging with his hook. At last he found a treasure chest, and it was a book. Oh, wow! There was a book in the treasure chest. A book about a girl called Goldilocks and 3 indignant bears who cried, "Who's had our porridge? Who's been sitting in our chairs?" They went into the bedroom and Baby Bear said, "Look, she's in my bed, and what is more, she's got my favorite book." The 3 little bears found Goldilocks, and she's reading his favorite book. A book about Sir Percy Pickling, a bold and fearless knight who told the dragon, "Wait, I'm not quite ready for the fight. You must hear this one first." And then his armor clanked and shook. As he read aloud a joke he'd found inside his favorite book. He's not going to fight the dragon. He's making him laugh with his book. A book about Rowena Read-a-Lot, a very well-read frog who jumped upon a lily pad and jumped upon a log, then jumped into the library that stood beside the brook and went, "Read it, read it, read it," as she jumped upon a book. A book about an owl tree full of birds. Each bird had built a nest, and they had a competition to decide which one was best. They chose an owl to judge it, and the winner was a rook, whose nest was lined with pages from his very favorite book. Now the birds have a favorite book too. A book about a girl who saw a flying saucer in the sky. Some small green men were in it, and they waved as they flew by. She tugged her mother's sleeve and said, "Look, Mom, what I've just seen." But Mom said, "Hush, I'm trying to read my favorite magazine." A magazine about a wicked jewel thief who stole the king's best crown, but then got stuck behind some sheep, which slowed his car right down. The king got on the phone, and soon the cops had caught the crook and flung him into prison, where he reads his favorite book. Even the bad guy in prison's gonna read a book. A book about a greedy crocodile who got fed up with fish and went on land to try and find some other kind of dish. Oh no, he's chasing the man. He went into a bookshop, and he there grew even greedier while reading on page 90 of a large encyclopedia about the biggest birthday cake the world had ever seen. A team of royal cake makers had made it for the queen. That is a giant birthday cake. The cake was so delicious that a famous spaceman took a slice of it to Jupiter. He also took a book about a ghost who glided round a castle every night, carrying her head and giving everyone a fright. She kept it up till morning. Then she found a shady nook and put her head back on to read her favorite book. Even the ghost is going to read a book? A book about a cozy armchair and a boy called Charlie Cook. Wow! What adventures! What adventures in one little book! Because you're reading the one book and then you start reading another book and it tells you about another book. There are so many books inside this book and they're all somebody's favorite and they all lead back to Charlie Cook and his favorite book. Books are so amazing. The adventures you can go on with a pirate or a soldier. So many things you could read about. That's why Miss Dorothy loves books. I love going on adventures, and I especially love going on adventures with you. That's why I love to read to you so much, because we get to go on all these book adventures together. This has been so much fun learning what Charlie Cook's favorite book is. What's your favorite book? You know, you should tell me, because I could read it to you just like we read Charlie Cook's favorite book. So drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know what your favorite book is. I'll go find it. I'll come back. I'll read it to you. Ask Mom and Dad if you can do that. My email address is right down there. You can send me a note and I will go find your book. But not tonight, because the library's closed, because it's time for you and me to get into bed. So I need all my book-loving friends to get under their covers, get cuddled up, curled up, ready for a really good night's sleep. And tomorrow, if you get a chance to send me a note, send me a note. Tell me your favorite book. But whatever Mom and Dad say when you ask them, obey, and obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy. I'm going to be sitting right here, ready to read another book to you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it, and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.